Hello boys and girls, very exciting day today here because I have finally, after like a month of waiting, gotten my Famicom in the mail. I found this on eBay for like 30 bucks untested from a bulk lot, so up until now I didn't even know what this was going to look like. But now I do, here it is. In all of its 30-year-old, very yellowed glory. So I haven't tried plugging this in yet, I haven't taken it apart or anything yet, but it's in not terrible condition. Most of the stickers and things are there, like you can see the badge on the front's quite nice, and these labels over the power and the reset buttons are quite good. All the text is faded off this sticker by the port there, but it's alright. Player 2 controller's in reasonable condition. Player 1 controllers, as you'd expect, a bit more worn. All fairly clean on the back there. So hopefully this works. I'm gonna have to. I think I've got a power supply that will suit this, because this literally came as is, no power supplies, no cables or anything. It's a very, very satisfying power switch. Nice and clacky. I think there's a bit of a crack in this eject switch here, which I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but there's a very faint crack going through it there, but that's okay. Can't really see it unless you're looking for it. A little flap. I don't really have any proper games to test this with. I've got the old Black Market Special, which came with an original NES that I got off a neighbour. They had a couple of these dodgy games, courtesy of Ending Man. So I don't know, hopefully this doesn't kill me when I turn it on, but hopefully the cartridge works as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna plug this into the telly and see if I can get anything at all out of it. Who knows? Well, I've been faffing around with this, and I haven't quite gotten the actual Famicom tuned in, but I do seem to have picked up a local radio station, so that's something. But those colours are at least coming through the Famicom. So it's clearly doing something, it's not completely dead. But I cannot for the life of me manage to tune this thing in, which is a bit of a common thing there. Japanese console doesn't quite agree with the Australian television frequencies and all that other guff, but at least get these little rainbow patterns, so that's something. I might fiddle around with this a little bit more, but I'm content enough that it functions enough to hopefully be worthwhile doing something with. Wait, update. We have Pirate Battletoads. Works, sort of. Sorry, I'm sure that's not the best view here, but just for demonstrations purposes. It works. Black and white because TV, I guess, but it's working. I'm a Battletoad. Haha. I have no idea what I'm doing because I've never played this before, but the point is we've got a functioning Famicom going on here, so this is absolutely worth my time to get into and start modding and cleaning. Okay, so let's get into this thing and see what we can see. It's got 6 screws on the bottom here. Okay, that's all of our screws out, so let's see whether or not this just lifts up or what. There we go. It's attached to the beigey sides, so let's just flip him upside down, and there we go, that's a bit better. There we have it, one Famicom board. Screw it there. Yeah. And this one. There we go, it just lifts up and out like that, and whoo! It's a bit dusty. But there you go, that's it. That is pretty feral in there, it's a lot of dust. I'm going to have to take this out the back and blow that out with some compressed air, I think. But otherwise, that all looks fairly nice in there. Aside from the dust, I really can't see too much in the way of corrosion. It's just dust. Lots and lots of dust. There's the rest of your dust. Yuck. Oh, that was scary. Just managed to get the this little flappy bit out. Terrified of it breaking. It was basically a matter of wedging something in there and sort of gently prying the two bits of plastic apart, and out it comes. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that though, because I could quite easily envisage something snapping there, but there we go. It's all ready for a nice soapy bath. Get that all cleaned up and ready for some retro bright. Okay, so it's time to give these bits of case a bit of a bath. Just took this one first outside and just got the old paintbrush and just knocked off the bulk of the dust. Better than just having it all go up in the sink, but I'm just going to chuck them in there, some warm soapy water. Just give them a bit of a clean up. I've just got some light brushes that I got out of the spray gun cleaning kit from Bunnings. And just go through there and just gently clean it up. Be careful of all your stickers and such. You do want to be careful with all your little bits so they don't go flying down the drain. Last thing you want to do is lose your power switch or something. particularly if you're washing controller buttons or whatever. I'm going to tackle those controllers at a later date. Just don't want to have too much of this all pulled apart and sitting around while I'm waiting for bits all at once. Ugh, that is gross. That is super gross. You can see on the top here that's where all the real grody slime builds up. Ugh. Well, I think that's about as clean as we're going to get that. Still got little marks here and there, but I'll have to come back at those with a bit of a magic eraser or something, because they're obviously permanent marker marks or something. So last thing I'll do is I'll just quickly give these a bit of a rinse in some clean water and set them out to dry. Okay, so there we go. Got that board all nice and clean. Looks much better now with all that dust gone. But if you're using compressed air, especially from an actual air compressor, you're going to be real careful, just real gentle on it, just enough to move the dust. If you go full bore like that, you can quite easily damage things. And I haven't experienced it myself, but people do warn of static buildup, which can potentially destroy sensitive components. But yeah, it's quite easy. You just use the compressor just to knock the top layer of dust off, and then just get in there with your brush and just gently disturb anything that's actually sort of lightly stuck itself to the surface, and then just blow that off, and do that a couple of times, again with your brush as well, just nice and gentle. It's only a little PCB, you don't need to go super over the board. And if you're careful about it, you'll end up with a nice clean board again. Okay, so there we go. I think I'm going to leave it here for today. Got our shell cleaned up, we've got our board all nice and cleaned up, ready for modding. I'm going to start reading up on high-def NES mods and stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to get one of those little boards that gives you HDMI output, which would be super duper handy. Other region lock mods and stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time when I either start modding it or decide to clean these controllers up. Cheers!